Hey, Fro.
Hey, Duffy, what's going on, man?
Hey, just wondering if you do a little promo for Duffy Digital.
Absolutely. Come on in, take a look around. We got lots and lots of cool stuff to see. Full repair, full service, full customizing, full whatever you want. And I pretty much customize anything. From a motorcycle to a hockey helmet to
Really?
my weirdest thing I've ever done. I had to custom paint a burial urn, which was pretty creepy. But hey, they took a card of mine to the place where the funeral home was, and that guy's called me several times since. Hey, can you put something on this? They want a flower.
Was it a biker or?
The first guy was.
Yeah.
The first guy was a friend of mine. Friend of mine's brother, who I knew also. So he's like, hey, can we make this thing cool? He would want it that way, so we painted flames on it and stuff. But the second time I did it, I had to put a flower on one and a couple other weird things, a couple of family crests or whatever.
So are you known as for your paint stuff or
around here, my paint is, half the bikes in this room I painted.
Oh.
But I do a lot of paint work, a lot of fabrication, a lot of paint work, but in the summer, this is the time when we do that stuff. Okay. In the summertime, there's a lot of tires, a lot of batteries, a lot of service oil changes, and that stuff pays bills.
So tell me about what's happening. You're going to be at the Marlboro show, and tell me about what you got on hand there.
Yeah, we're going to go to the Kevmar show, which we had a great time there last year. Did real well. I got a couple bikes, a couple extra bikes that I'm going to do this year. I bring the same ones as last year, but I'll bring a couple new ones that I think people are going to really enjoy.
Let's go take a look at them.
Absolutely, come on around. So this is a 96, not a Heritage, but it was started out as a Fat Boy. And the guy brought it to me all broken and beat up and not running and everything. And the motor was broken and the clutch and all that stuff was all broken. So I bought the thing for short money and cut the neck and put a 23-inch wheel on it and air ride and all the stuff to make it look cholo. And that's what everybody wants. So that's what they get. And this thing goes up and down and it's actually a joy to ride. It's air ride, but I absolutely love to ride it. It gets tons and tons of looks. And pretty much built it for this show, along with another one that we'll get to. But pretty much another reason was to do a paint job that I like. I don't get to do my paint jobs very often. I get to do what other people want. So now they get to get one that I like. So paint job was a big part of it. And I'm not a huge fan of fishtails, but they belong on this bike, so they get them. And the suspension is going to be air in the front and air in the back. So this thing's going to park on the frame. And then it's going to get tons and tons of paint. I love paint. Paint is my favorite thing to do. But it's going to get stretched metal. All the plastic is all stretched out. Everything's all stretched out. Like I said, it's going to have air. It's going to have it's going to be blue and green. I'm pretty sure that's the color scheme that's going to happen. It's just long. This is the longest bike I've ever built. 10.5 feet when it's done. When it's on the ground, 10.5 feet. And that's a large motorcycle. You might need 2 trailers to trailer it. But other than that, this is an 04 Road King that I've had for a year or two that I bought at auction. And I didn't get any action. I was like, well, I'm going to build something. I'm going to take a bike that's bone stock. I have pictures of it completely stock, which I'll have at the show. And this is a far cry from what it's going to be. When you see this bike all done and I show you a picture of what it was, then you're going to say, wow, that was some serious work to make that happen. Whereas it's not just like throwing a paint job and handlebars on a bike. This really underwent some serious transformation. But it should be pretty cool when I'm done.